Alright guys, we're at Mama Gertie's Hideaway Campground. It's not very far from the KOA East. So we're going to go up here and check this campground out. It was one of the suggested campgrounds along the Blue Ridge Parkway camping stuff that we got. So we're going to go in here to the office and see if we can get us a map and see what they have. All right, so we're back in the truck. They've opened the gate, so this is a gated campground, which is good. There's a little bit of a mountain coming up. We'll film that going down and show you. It's not too bad of a mountain, but it is a little bit of a grade coming in. All right, so she wants us to go.
Come here and
go right-handed.
Go right-handed, yeah.
So these right here.
Yes. So that actually will take you, but she's taking us around the outer edge.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a two-way, by the way.
This is a two-way?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Now this is definitely a mountain campground.
But everything is a pull-through.
But
so these are for smaller ones.
Right.
So she wouldn't even think about putting us here.
Tell you what, the rhododendrons are beautiful.
Yeah. The other lady was going to send us. Yeah, the other lady was going to send us to the middle. She told us to go around this way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, what do I do up here? Loop around to the right and go to the cabins?
Yeah, so yes, you can turn here, and this is going to take you to some cabins, I think. RVs beyond this point. So yeah, so these here are cabins.
Oh, good.
Little cabin areas.
Can't see where I'm going.
Yeah.
So does it circle around?
I don't think so, because I think you're right. Well,
I think it does.
I think it does. I think if you go through here maybe or around.
Wow, now I tell you what. This is a cabin experience right here, out in the woods. And these are tent sites, T1 and T2. Now, if you're tent camping and you want to be in the woods, buddy, this is one to go into. These are tight, but they are here. Wow. We'll turn around.
Yep.
I don't think you can go that way.
I think we were supposed to stay on like the road.
Yep.
Yeah, the road. I think was what we were supposed to stay on. So, yeah.
Alrighty. So these are some tight spots, but I tell you what, they're in the woods.
Yeah.
We should have kept going that way, I believe.
Probably, I think so too. Yeah.
Alright, so.
Yeah, so. I think we really should have went down
that
way right there.
Should we keep going right here?
Yeah, right here was where
there we are.
Here we go. So these are, and then these are your cabins. So.
But this is a cabin in the woods.
Yeah, so these are your cabins. So there's cabins right there.
C5, C4. I see why they don't want any RVs back here, because you've never been able to make the turn. Is that some tight turns or what?
And then there's the shower house in the bathroom. So.
What we should have done was backed out of there instead of turning around.
Anyway, so now we're going to come back out here and you're going to turn to the right when you come back out. And then just as soon as you turn to right, you're gonna go around.
Am I going to go up that way?
Yeah, now right there's the dump station. So yeah,
So
you're gonna
that's the
come up
dump
here.
station.
Now these sites up here on this little hill was where she would recommend us to go for our setup. So, and I do remember someone saying that there was one tight turn with the camper, which I think this is it right here.
It is definitely a tight turn with a camper.
But then this is where you would actually be.
But you've got these good size RVs up here.
Yeah.
So it's what I would call a typical mountain campground.
Yeah.
So if you like tight spots, if you don't mind having tight corners.
Okay, so we're gonna go. Just go right through here. Don't go down. Go up here.
Go up here.
Yeah. I guess that's if you got one coming down and one going up. You got one that's gonna pull off over here while the other one's coming down. So these are like what they call the mountain tops. So from what I'm understanding, these are gonna be your views. So if you really don't care about being next to a river, but you are more here for the views,
I gotcha.
this is where you're gonna want to go.
Now,
Our will fit up here as well too, she says, and I can see what Lord. She means. Beautiful view from what I'm seeing so far. So these are your view sites.
And this obviously is where some of the bigger campers are.
These are where some of the bigger campers are. So
I don't know which way you
go. Go this way.
Go this way.
Go back over to the right here. Yes.
Do I turn to the right?
Yeah, turn right here.
Or do I keep going that way?
Turn to the right here. Yeah. So
there's more sites.
Yeah. So these are the probably some of the more popular sites.
Wow.
And you can see why. This is your view. So and then. And some of these actually had like a little.
Oh, they have the little decks, the little porches that goes out
with some swings and So if you're here for the view, this is it. So we got one that's open up here, so it kind of tells you what you get.
Why don't you step out with the camera here and look? So I'm pulling into one of the campsites right now. So you would pull in with your RV or your camper. And this is where you would sit at.
Right.
And then you step out, darling, and show them what the view looks like over there and things.
So when you get out, so your RV's pulled up here. This is your actual area. You have a swing, a little patio, your fire pit, but that's your view. So it's an amazing view. As you can see right there in front of us with the red roof, it's a bathhouse. She said there's one on each level. But this is your view, so this would be what you would get. And then for this particular site, I'm walking out, so you would kind of see that this would be your view as you would get up in the mornings and the evenings. Alrighty, so we're going to go and get back in the truck. Now they also have campsites around there, so you also have those as well. There's one right there and then the two there. And there's another one behind there and we'll go around. But she said any of these would hold ours as well.
By the way, these campsites with the deck are $75 a night. The Mountain View ones, the normal ones are $57. And then if you do the full hookup down at the bottoms, the costs are $45. Alright, so if you'll, Mrs. Navigator will
keep it going straight and navigate yourself around.
Navigate me out of here.
So some of these are, and there's actually a little back-in area. And you just keep going on around.
one thing about a pickup truck, you can get stuck in gravels on a slope. It's a good thing we had four-wheel drive a while ago, because a two-wheel drive wouldn't have come out of them gravels. That's why I always like driving a four-wheel drive truck.
But I have to admit, these have some great views. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful here. Beautiful view. And then you also have the pull-through sites that are right down here. I think, yeah, these were the pull-through sites.
I mean, obviously we're going backwards through them.
Yeah, I was gonna say the other way.
Because people would have normally come around and then looped back into the campsite.
Yeah, so.
Mama Gertie's. I had never heard of this campground before. It's an interesting campground. We've seen a lot of campgrounds, but this one is definitely different.
I think that make it easy for you to get your rig in and out from up here, even on being on this side.
You may have some wind up here though to deal with on your canopies and things. So you might want to, if you're up here, you might want to check the weather or tie your canopies down. As any time in the mountains, really, you got to watch your canopies to keep the weather from destroying them. Alright, exit around to the left, I believe. Or straight here. I think I go straight that way.
Yeah, she was saying.
Wait a minute, it says exit that way.
Well, she was saying that for us to turn and come
down
right here and then turn. Yeah. So.
And then go.
Number 3. Is that number 3?
Right.
Yeah, and then turn right here. And then go to your right.
Go to the right.
Yes.
And we're out. So this is Mama Gertie's. We'll put the map on the video when we get it uploaded to YouTube.